Hi, can I relay a few of my thoughts relating to Psalm 23 from this week, please? In Matthew 25, verse 32, it says that Jesus is coming back in all of his glory and he will separate the people one from another as a shepherd separates the sheep from the goats. So I thought I'd have a look into the attributes of sheep versus goats. And so I pick a few things out about the sheep. They graze, they ramble slowly, eating short plants close to the ground. A sheep avoids eating anything suspect, anything that has no value in it or that might cause sickness. And I'm sure you can think of some spiritual application to that, as well as the physical applications about our choices, what we choose to ingest. And it's important that we choose things that are going to be good for us and not things that are going to cause harm. But I'll leave you to have a think about that. Whereas you see a goat will just eat anything at all. Food, trees, skirts, handbags, hats. They just munch through anything and everything. They just don't care at all. So we don't want to be a goat like that. Another thing about the sheep is that they are united in distress. They flock together. They have flocking instincts. That means they love to be together. They hate being apart. And they respond to their brother's needs. They get upset when they see one of their own upset. And that is in very stark contrast to a goat. And I'll read some of the comments about goats here. A goat is very strong-minded. It has singleness of purpose. It's unpredictable, devious, and contrary. It is never content with what it has. It likes to escape. It's difficult to confine, so they don't make good followers. So it got me thinking about the sheep following Jesus, the Good Shepherd. And I was intrigued in Psalm 23, verse 2. It says, "He makes me lie down in green pastures." And I thought, but does he really make us lie down? It sounds like it's something that he forces upon us. And I didn't know whether it really suited my idea of Jesus being forceful like that. But I started thinking about if we need to do that sometimes. And I thought about if you've got a young child, a toddler who's just overtired, doesn't know what's good for it. You can see an accident waiting to happen if they don't get a lie down. And so you might decide, I've got to pick you up and put you in your bed, in your cot, because you need a sleep. And so perhaps it's that way that Jesus sometimes has to do that with us. And then I've looked after plenty of dogs and animals, and they can get carried away, they can get very silly, they can enjoy playing, and they could just need a drink of water. So you have to make them drink water. You have to stop walking or stop playing and just sit by the bowl of water until the dog eventually gets the message that nothing is going to happen until they have a drink. Because, again, it's in their best interests. So Jesus knows what's in our best interests. And he knows when we should stop. He invites us to rest. He leads us beside the still waters. And everything he does is for our benefit. What a wonderful Saviour. Thank you for listening.